Hello everyone, welcome to Shared Lantern Tarot. My name is Sophie, welcome, bienvenue à tout le monde. Today I'm going to be reading on the geopolitical state of the world. There are different wars at play right now, and I'm going to concentrate on Russia, Ukraine, the US, Israel, Iran, and also I'd like to know about Canada's involvement in all of this. What role is Canada going to play? Because I'm Canadian, so I'd like to see about that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is look at Ukraine. So I'd like to know basically what turning point is approaching in the Russia-Ukraine war. What turning point is slowly but surely, I apologize, slowly but surely approaching in the Russia-Ukraine war? What turning point is approaching in the Russia-Ukraine war? I'm going to do a 7-card draw. So if there are too many questions and this recording takes too long, I'm going to split it in two because I don't want to do 3 cards pulls. Those are important questions. Some of them I will, but others I won't. So what turning point is approaching in the in the Ukraine-Russia war? So here, what the words, what things are right now. Basically, we see that there are trouble with maintaining a supply chain, but also, like, you know that people are freezing in Ukraine, right? They're free because they don't have power, so it's very difficult for them to go through this winter. There's also a problem with the supply chain, like the other countries that are supposed to provide ammunitions, because in this case it's all about the material world, and it is the mother providing for them. In this case, it would be the allies providing ammunitions, and they're having problems with that. So that is the state right now. And what is really driving this situation, oops, I'm going to take it here. It's like we're coming to an end here. This is one of the most important cards in this reading, and we're coming to an end here. They feel like they've been stabbed in the back by the United States for sure, but mostly by also by the allies, because now the allies are saying, well, with the Strait of Hormuz, we're going to probably we're providing morale support, but they feel like they're being left out right now for the new war. So there is an emotional aspect to this, where the conflict is most likely to escalate. By sea. This is Putin who will escalate it, and he Putin will escalate it in some way, shape, or form. He's getting more money. We can see this card also for Putin. He's getting more money because Mr. Genius, Commander in Orange, allows Russia to sell its oil now. So they have more money. And they can buy more things, right? The pressure factor on the system is this new opportunity that Russia had to get money, and therefore it is going to drive this kind of end that we're seeing right now. Major shift. We have a lot of new beginnings here because of this card. A major shift, or more more on what changes the situation. Again, water. Major shift emotionally. It's very emotional. They feel betrayed. So emotionally, Ukraine, it might be changing its direction on how to fight the war. Something comes to mind about helping the US with the drone things. I have a feeling that this might change. I have a feeling this might change. So what are the two likely outcomes depending on this new beginning here? So one outcome, escalation will bring destruction. Escalation will bring will hurt tremendously. Or a new path towards stabilization. The Russian spy. So Russia is stealing. This is pissing me off because I don't feel anything good for Ukraine right now. This is coming to an end. There is a lot of the emotional disruption, new beginnings, because this has come to an end. And if it escalates, it is not going to be good for Ukraine. If it de-escalates, Russia is stealing. Russia is stealing territory from Ukraine. So it's not very it's not necessarily positive for Ukraine. They are very resilient people, and that's the thing that makes me I admire Ukrainians, because they are very resilient people. But I feel this energy inside that makes me angry when I see this one. So they will come to an understanding if it is if it de-escalates. They will come to an understanding and cede territory. Is it territory that they've already gained from Russia, or I don't know, but they will cede territory. That's through an understanding. What are those new beginnings? The misfortune and ancestors, heritage. So up to Very recently, with this Iran war, before this Iran war, I had a lot of hopes for Ukraine, but with this Iran war, things are getting a little bit icky for the Ukrainians. I'd like to see if the war in Iran will end in April. So if you could give me a second, I'm going to set up for that. That's going to be my last question for this recording. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to do a yes-no spread on the Iran war, whether or not it's about to end in April. So will the Iran war end in April? Will the Iran war? I apologize, sometimes I stop talking because I can't do two things at once. So this spread is a Mary Greer spread, the yes no from Mary Greer. I find it works very well for me, and that's why I use that one fairly often. So it goes with the position of the Wheel of Fortune, and it gives just more than just a yes or no answer. And in April, so here in the yes position we have the Four of Pentacles. Oh, we have the Four of Pentacles, where people are hanging on to what they have. So no one, there's not a side that gives a specific, that gives in, really. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the yes but section, and that means that some things need to happen before it ends. So it may be towards the end of April or maybe May. We'll see more about that. Here we have the Emperor. I feel, and this is the no, but things could change. So, and I feel a lot of inflexibility from the Emperor. And it's interesting that we get right here the Empress. The Empress is telling us no. So we go with where the Wheel of Fortune is positioned to know the answer. So we are in a yes, but things need to happen before the end of the war in Iran happens. So people are hanging on to what they've got. They're working very hard at destroying each other. That just came out. There's a lot of emotion, and I feel that this cup here, it is a cup. It reminds me of something that is Muslim. I don't know why. There that I know of in the Muslim religion, there are no chalices, sacred chalices, but I feel that the Muslim have a lot of anger. So it's going to take a lot from the Iranian to say, okay, we're going to end this. As we can see in the news, Trump is, Trump, the Emperor Trump. As we can see in the news, Trump is a little bit, he wants to end that war because he got in a quagmire that he can't seem to get out of. So with the king, with the Emperor, is the Five of Cups. The poor guy is looking at his fallen cups and he doesn't know what to do. Even though there are two cups behind him and a bridge that brings him to greener pasture, he can't see those. So he needs to turn around. The Emperor our commander in orange, needs to turn around and walk towards greener pasture to be able to feel that, okay, let's make peace. He doesn't want to give in either. You know, that pride, that ego that we all have, well, he has it. He has like 10 times the amount of ego that we do. And with the Empress, we have the moon. So we are we're not allowed to see everything. Mother Russia is making sure that the news doesn't know everything, that not everything is being reported. It's not only Israel, it's not only Iran, it's mostly Russia who's taking care of the news out there for Iran. So they want to show Iran strong and Israel weak, and Israel doesn't want us to see the news, the level of destruction that they're going through. So that's basically it. So the answer is yes, the Iran war will end soon, but things need to happen. A lot of work needs to be done in order to and we need to let go of those emotions. So to me, that's Iran, and we need to let go of those emotions because they were in meetings being mediated towards peace before the war even started, and then they were being bombarded. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Even the mediator said that the talks were going somewhere. So yeah, so that's basically it for now. I'm going to do more videos later as the times allow me to. I have visitors coming, so yeah. So I want you to take good care of yourself. I'm going to pull a card from MadCon. Sorry, I was forgetting about that. MadCon, what can you tell us? The healing mantra from MadCon. This one. I'm going to change the cameras. This is the one. Balancing the brain. I can be and do all at once. Oh no, we've had that one before, didn't we? Let me mix it a little bit more. Dissolving judgments. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. So, when judgments are dissolved, you don't have to enjoy the actions of others in order to glean benefits from them. When you know that every moment has been created to help each soul shine the brightest, it becomes easier to not take things personally. Instead, you are able to appreciate the positions life has put you in as evidence of your evolving mastery in form. This mantra is ideal for learning to speak the truth, cultivating empathy, and trusting the universe. So I hope this was an interesting video. I tried to keep them short. It is getting on the long side, but hopefully you'll join me again next time. If you could please share, like, and subscribe, I would truly appreciate it. It costs nothing, and my channel needs it to get more traffic, so I appreciate it, and I thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Stay in the light.